Hey, Uncle Dave fans, welcome back to a new edition of Fishing with Uncle Dave. This time we're going up to Lake of the Woods, Arnesen's Rocky Point. We're doing ice fishing. We're going for some walleye, sauger, and some northern. It happens to be our 42nd wedding anniversary this week, and we're going to show you how we did it, and let's get started. All right, Uncle Dave fans, like I said, we just got back from the Lake of the Woods up there. We went ice fishing up there, and we had a big time. We caught northern pike, we caught walleye, sauger, no perch this time, no eel pout. Did catch quite a few of those tupelo. Anyway, you can see how we are all set up here. Now these little guys right here, these are made out of PVC pipe. It's just like a 1.5 inch. It's really cheap to make these things. You can take them apart. You can take them with you, buy the little rod holders, and you can see it holds our ice fishing poles just really well. It's when you're sitting in the chair, it's just perfect to pick them up. And it just works out real good for us. Like I said, they're cheap to make. You can just make a few measurements there and look at them, and it's pretty easy to drill a hole, but they're pretty cheap to make. And like I said, they're really handy to have up there with you. All right, on the table in front of us here, you can see there we had assortment of lures there. The larger ones, they are the shiner eyes we had. You can see these guys right here. That's called a shiner eye. Okay, and these glow. Okay, they have a little bit of glow. We had the pinks, and we had the pink and white and the golden white, and pretty good. But during the middle of the day now, those dudes would kind of start slowing down, and you can see the little pink jig we have tied on here, and we had to go with these little tiny spoons and the smaller jigs to get them to bite. In fact, this little old jig right here is what we caught the most fish on, and it's like a 1/4 ounce or 1/16 ounce jig. We had to go really small, but it caught the biggest 19-inch walleye. It just, we didn't catch any slot fish, but we sure did catch a lot of the other ones. Northern pike, we had our stuff down actually toward the bottom there, and I was using this lure here. It's about 4 inches or so, and I was kind of jigging them in. I did catch a nice northern on that. We jigged it up. And sometimes when I jig, they would come in, and then it would see Brenda's minnow. And this orange and gold one here, this cold color here, worked so good on those northern pike. We caught 6 northern pike while we was there. Biggest one was about 36 inches long. You'll be able to see it in the video. But yeah, we did pretty good. But anyway, that's what I said. Of course, that's the variety of lures we'll try. We have a whole box full of stuff here, that we take with us, just to have a different variety of stuff. And that's just some of the stuff you need to take with you up there ice fishing. We also have our Vexilars that we take with us. We have a jump starter that I put in the car just when we drive ourselves on the ice, just to be safe. I have another package of jigs and jig heads. We have the rod holder case, and I have another little duffel bag to carry things and make it easier to stuff it all inside. But anyway, that's just some of the stuff you'll need to go up there with. Like I said, you make the little pole holders. It's a lot easier to hold them. Then you can use 2 rods up there, so while that one's sitting in the pole holder, you can jig with another one. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and God bless you. Okay, Dave fans, I hope you enjoyed those tips. Here we go. They put us in a sled there and took us on out, drove us out, and dropped us off at Home Sweet Home, shack number 31 there for a couple of days. We got Brenda all set up. She got the first pole of water, and we went to fishing. Day 1 was a little bit slower. I think we ended up with like 27 fish that day. We didn't get a lot of video that day, but we got a few pictures of some good fish. And of course, we had some good table fare. Hey, you get the guides up there for a small fee. They'll clean these fish how you want them. The first day we went ahead and just had all those fish, clean to eat. And I went ahead and had a nice little fish fry, me and the family. And tell you what, there's nothing better, man, than get those fish fresh out of there, have those guys clean them up, slip them back to the cabin, step them on some grease. Man, I tell you what, that is fit to eat. But like I say now, here we are with day 2. We started again. It's 7:30 in the morning. Brenda already whacked one. We started hitting them right away. We went ahead and dropped down to that smaller pink jig. Like I said, we went to the smaller. We went to the dead sticks more. And just like during where we was at Zippo, these dudes were a little bit slower, but they sure were biting. Look at that. I got him right by the skin of the cheek, boy. I'm telling you, the tooth. Look at that. Nice walleye. Man, this one must be, I don't know, he's probably 17, 18 inches long. Boy, it's a beautiful one. Lake of the Woods, Arnesen's Resort, Lake of the Woods. That's what you come up Lake of the Woods for, boys and girls. There it is, beautiful. All right, Uncle Dave fans, there you go. Let the pin stick up. Well, there, folks. Squeeze him down nice and tight. He is 19 inches long, 19 and a half. He goes back in the water. 19-inch long. Woo, there we go. Good table fare. All right, Uncle Dave fans, that's how you do it. Yeah, like I said earlier, Uncle Dave fans, these fish were biting so slow. Look at this. This is another fish. I just felt the weight and just barely caught him just by the lip. And, well, here's Brenda showing out again with her second biggest pike of the week right there. And he also bit that little pink jig sitting there as a dead stick. Another Lake of the Woods walleye. Yeah. We're going to put this guy back and let him grow up. Let him get to be about 18, 19 inches long. Then we'll take him. All right, right before the guide pulled up, I caught my second 19-incher of the day. Just hold him up there. He came in, and Zach, great guide, came in and took our picture for us and put us back on the way, and we got to fishing. Well, we finished up that afternoon. We had another good bag of fish. The guides got busy, like I said, for small fee, hooked us up. They dressed them all out to go home. Here's another picture of Brenda with another nice one. I'm telling you, the walleye were there and they were biting. We had a big day. We had a big time. Like I said, we went smaller though. Went more of a dead stick presentation. Even with the, like I said, the dead stick with the bobber on it. We catch fish and fish. What can I say? I mean, you know, the walleye was biting that day. They bit real good. We caught the last fish at 4:57. We get picked up at 5 o'clock. What a trip. While I was also there, we had what we call the ice quake. The ice went to cracking real loud. It thundered, almost sounded like thunder. Our shack rose up. It went back down. The bad thing about it is it pushed the ice up on the shore where we couldn't get the bombers off the lake until the guides went to work and got the machines out, carved out a spot big enough to get the bombardiers back through. And that's the only way we get off the ice. Anyway, what an exciting trip. But like everything else I say, here we are. It's closing time again. Let me leave you with a picture of these here 19-inchers. You know, you guys get up there, Arnesen's Rocky Point Resort. All right, Uncle Dave fans, that was 2 really good days of fishing. We end up with 72 fish there in 2 days. Nice northern. The biggest walleyes were 19. We had a pair of those. 18, 17, 16s, 15s. Everything under 15 to 14 went back in the water. Then we did keep a couple of smaller sloggers. You know, they stretched the bucket, so they was pretty good. They make really good eating. But anyway, just like over at Zipple earlier in the week, we kind of had these fish patterned out. They were still, you put your stuff down about a foot off the bottom, and you didn't work it too hard. So when you raised it up, if they come after it, they was going to be the ones that hit it. And like I showed you on that video, they were biting so slow, sometimes you just felt the weight. But it's always good, rule of thumb, just start at 1 foot off the bottom. You can do it even without a Vexilar. Just use one of those depth finders, you know, the little heavy weights, and put it on there and set your adjustment on your float bobber there on your line there, and adjust it about a foot off the bottom, and just let her sit and move it every once in a while. But anybody can do this. It's great fun to go up there. It's something that you know, if you haven't done, get with those guides up there. They'll hook you up, they'll take you out, and they'll tell you exactly how to do it. It's just up to you to catch them. All right. So God bless you. You know, thanks for watching, and go out and have yourself some fun, and go out and enjoy our great outdoors.